Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm Saumya and I spread all the book love that I can on my channel Saumya's Bookstation. If you like my videos, please like and share them and subscribe to my channel. And do not forget to press the bell icon so that every time I post a video, you get notified. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the books that I read in February 2018. So how was your February? I hope you had a good February. 2 months of 2018 are already over. This is not a very good realization, but this is how it is. My February in terms of reading was kind of goodish. I ended up reading 9 books and otherwise it was okay. It wasn't that eventful. Let me know in the comments how your February went in terms of reading as well as otherwise. I would love to know. So let's get into the video. The first book is The Reluctant Fundamentalist by Mohsin Hamid. So in a cafe in Lahore, a Pakistani guy is telling an American guy about his life, how he was associated with America some years back and how he had fallen in love with an American woman and how he feels that he was betrayed by both America as well as that American woman that he fell for. Firstly, I would like to say that the only reason that I picked this book up was because I loved Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. This was written before that. This book started on a very good note and I was glued to this book for some time because I felt that it was a definite page turner. I was loving how it was written. The story has been written in the form of a monologue which made the reading experience so very unique. Now all was going well for me as a reader until I reached the end of the story, which I felt did not justify all the build-up. I got the message that the story was trying to convey and it's a very good message. I appreciate that. But as a story, the end was sort of a letdown. I was expecting something more racy. The next book is V for Vendetta, written by Alan Moore and illustrated by David Lloyd. So this is a graphic novel and this is based in an imagined England after the nuclear war. The fascist regime has taken over England. It's an atmosphere of oppression for the citizens. It's an authoritarian kind of a government. So there is this man named V who wears a Guy Fawkes mask who's kind of a symbol of rebellion against this fascist government. It's a very powerful and a very impactful graphic novel and I've had this on my bookshelf since some time. And after I finished reading it, I felt why did I not pick this up sooner? And I'm probably going to come back to this graphic novel to reread it. I literally could have read this book in a single go because it's a graphic novel, but at the same time I felt that I had a lot to take in from this graphic novel and I really recommend this to anybody who's looking to read a book that talks about how you should not let other people control your lives in the most powerful sense, because it's actually talking about an entire country that is surviving under oppression. So my experience with this graphic novel was splendid and I just loved it. The next book is Five Little Pigs by Agatha Christie. So Hercule Poirot is approached by a young woman named Carla who wants to find out that whether her mother Caroline was convicted rightfully of a murder that took place 16 years ago. Now Caroline never really offered any defense when the trial was going on and she accepted the punishment that came her way calmly. But Carla believes that her mother was innocent. But Carla needs to know about the innocence of her mother for sure, and for this Hercule Poirot sets out to dig up the facts about a murder that took place 16 years ago. It's a very typical Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot book where he broods a lot, he thinks a lot. I like this book for the most part. Things added up towards the end and the way that they added up was something that really satisfied me as a reader. But during the course of the story, I felt I got confused by a few things that were taking place. For one thing, I don't know if I liked Caroline's character that much because she did behave strangely according to my sensibilities. Next book is Demons in My Mind by Ashish Gupta. So an old man named Dakshesh is suffering from cancer and there is a legend of the 3 monks about whom it is said that they have caused miraculous healings. And Dakshesh wants to meet these 3 monks because he's going through a lot of pain and he wants it to end. When he finally meets them, they reveal that they're no saints but they have been barbarians, and then they proceed to tell him about the sins that they've committed. I loved everything about the way this book has been written. Some of the parts in the story were really moving and heartbreaking, while others were just plain disturbing. Also, I felt that the story became somewhat scattered at a point. I've talked about this book in detail in the review video of this book. I'll leave the link to that video in the description box. The next book is Durgapur Chronicles Junior Days by Babu, Rajendra and Prasad Sarilla. So the story centers around the lives of the first year students in an engineering college in Durgapur. The protagonist of the story is called Bobby. He comes from Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. And basically the story is about the ups and downs that Bobby and his friends face. So a substantial part of their challenges is the ragging that they're subjected to by their seniors. This book has tackled a very serious issue, I must say, and it's a very good thing about the book. Also, the book has its fun elements because it is in fact talking about the lives of first year college students. The characterization wasn't that bad either. I think that the story captured the nuances of various characters. The downside of this book was that it was very much lacking in proper editing, which really hampered my reading experience. It's really not a good thing to come across errors and omissions every now and then in a story. So again, I've done a detailed review of this book on my channel. If you would like to check it out, I'll leave the link to the video review in the description box. The next book is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So this is a story about Achilles and Patroclus. Now this book has been inspired from a very long poem which is called Iliad, which is attributed to Homer. I haven't read any other version of that poem or the part of that poem. So this book is literally the first of its kind that I have read, and maybe that's why it has had such a huge impact on me. I loved every bit of this book. I enjoyed reading it so much. It made me go through so many emotions. Because of this book, my reading speed dwindled towards the end of February because I just did not want it to end. So I wouldn't read as many pages as I would have read normally. Achilles and Patroclus are two different people, but still they develop a bond that is unbreakable. So Helen of Sparta gets kidnapped and both Patroclus and Achilles have to go to the war to bring her back, to fight for her honor. They face a lot of challenges and ultimately life throws a lot of struggles in their ways. Every emotion that has been expressed in this book, every incident that takes place in this book is so full in itself. I really loved reading about the relationship between Achilles and Patroclus. It was something that made me jealous too because of the purity of the relationship that they shared. The story is very gripping. It has war, it has politics, it has love, and I really loved it. The next book is A Quiver Full of Arrows by Jeffrey Archer, my first ever book by Jeffrey Archer, and I loved it so much that I'm looking forward to reading many more books by him. I have Prisoner by Birth by him right now, and I'm definitely going to pick it up soon. About this book, it's a collection of short stories. Mostly stories are based in England or are centered around an English protagonist. These stories are very simple and clever at the same time. The next book is The Goat Thief by Perumal Murugan. So this again is a collection of short stories. The stories in this book are based in rural Tamil Nadu, and this book has been translated from Tamil to English by N. Kalyan Raman. I just loved how even mundane issues were made so interesting in this book, and the best part about this book is the personification of non-living things. The next book is Unearthed by Dr. Veer Singh. ये एक हिंदी की किताब है जो मैंने फरवरी के महीने में पढ़ी. इस किताब में कल्पना और यथार्थ का मिश्रण है. पर्यावरण संबंधित समस्याओं और उनके समाधानों को केंद्र मानकर एक कहानी का ताना बाना बुना गया है. मुझे ये किताब पढ़ के ऐसी बहुत सारी बातें पता चली पर्यावरण के बारे में जो मुझे पहले नहीं पता थी. मुझे ऐसा लगा कि एनवायरमेंटल एंथुसियास्ट्स के लिए ये किताब और भी ज्यादा इंस्पिरेशनल हो सकती है. अगर आप इस किताब के बारे में विस्तार से जानना चाहते हैं तो इस किताब के वीडियो रिव्यू का लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दिया है. So that was my February 2018 wrap up. Do not forget to share your own February wrap up in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. That was it for today's video. If you want to connect with me on my social media, then the links are in the description box. I'll be back with my next video super soon. Bye!